Morning. We had trouble with the camera this morning. I apologize for the delay, but we are jumping into tip number 2. Now, yesterday's tip number 1, was to help you establish your own personal space where you can get yourself calm, centered, grounded quickly, so that if things are going on in your environment, or internally with your moods, some maybe physical sensations that are distracting and uncomfortable, you're able to do the technique that I taught yesterday and just get yourself ready to be, well, the word that I want to use is clear and focused and ready to receive guidance as to what you need to do. And particularly if you're sensitive, if you're an empath, the ability to separate your awareness of thoughts and energies that are in the sphere around you, to determine that that is not you, and to command and find your own energies that are you, makes a huge difference in terms of you being able to stay calm, centered, peaceful, and therefore optimally effective and efficient with whatever you're doing. So today we're going to go to the next step, which is how to calm your mind and how to create a very quick change of thought pattern, change of focus pattern, so that you can act your intuition, what I call on demand, meaning you're able to retreat from your outer world while being right there in the middle of any activities that are taking place, and put your attention on the center of your own power, between your eyes, above the bridge of your nose, in the center of your head, that I had mentioned to you yesterday. Now, in that process, what you're doing is you're giving yourself the ability to redirect your attention so that you are present, and yet you are accessing and calling upon your intuition to handle whatever's going on. So the way that we're going to do this is we're not going to go through the grounding and setting up your protective bubble, because you will already know to do that based on yesterday's tip. Today we're focusing exclusively on how to capture your focus and train it so that it not only balances both hemispheres of your brain, but it also gives you that calm thought equanimity, where you are able to slow your thoughts down and make yourself available to receive. And when you're receiving either emotions, internal dialogue, internal pictures, physical sensations, and some people have developed intuitive access channels. Hi there, Christina. So glad you're here. Intuitive access channels. Thank you. I love those little emojis. Intuitive access channels of smell and taste. Now, I personally don't have those channels developed, but some people do. Some people might be able to smell roses when one of their guides or their soul makes its presence known. Some people, when they're getting psychic intuitive information, might start to taste something, like something metallic or something salty. So the exercise that I'm going to teach you right now is going to calm you down on the thought realm so that you become heightened in your awareness of what's taking place inside of you. And for those who missed tip number 1 yesterday, please go back and get that, because, okay, great. So Christina is saying, so her psychic abilities are already starting to kick in here, or you have already. Good for you. what we're doing at the moment is to give you all a sense of taking charge, a sense of being in control of your own energies, because a lot of times people become frightened and they give their power away to an experience because they literally do not know what to do to get their power back. So in our case, what we're doing is yesterday's tip is going to get you centered, grounded, solid as a rock in your own personal and spiritual energy vortex. And then today, you're learning how to get your thoughts to become softly peaceful and flowing so that you are able to receive your intuitive messages. Okay, that's what we are doing now. Let's do it. I'm going to keep my eyes open, but I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and allow yourself to do some nice, slow, deep breathing. Now, if you do this exercise or use this technique when you're right in the middle of a hubbub and your eyes are open, you still can do that. We're just doing a closed eye exercise right now so that you can get the most out of the experience. However, everything that I'll be teaching you is conducive to you doing it right in the middle of life itself, with your eyes open, people around you, and you will still be able to command your spiritual and personal power to be the most effective, the most efficient, and the most fulfilled. Okay, here we go. So your eyes are closed, deep breath. And as you exhale, just allow your shoulders to drop. The muscles in your neck start to release. Taking a deep breath in and exhale, noticing that your energies right there at the base of your pelvic girdle, that cavity that's right in the pelvic area, starts to let go. And you're releasing energies down the grounding cord, which you've learned in yesterday's tip. And as you breathe in the earth energy through the soles of your feet and through the top of your head. So are breathing in heaven and earth. Again, it's all explained in tip number 1. Breathing in the energies through the soles of your feet, through the top of your head. As you exhale, you are releasing down and your body relaxes, your shoulders drop. Any tension in your solar plexus around your rib cage starts to release. Good. Now, with your eyes closed, you're focusing in the center of your head. And the center of your head is maybe 2 inches recessed from your forehead and recessed from the back of your skull, right above the bridge of your nose. And so you just imagine that there's a central place there. This is called the center of your head. And I'd like you to build a room where you have a beautiful, comfortable seat. It could be a sofa. It could be an ottoman, where you sit quietly in the center of your head. Now I'd like you to imagine a figure 8, an infinity sign that is lying on its side. It's horizontal. And I'd like you to trace, and I'll guide you through this, the movement to follow the contours of this figure 8. And we're going to add breath to it so that your breathing and your tracing are coordinated to follow the lines of your figure 8. So let's focus. Take a deep breath in, relax, exhale. And now inhale again. Focus your attention at the top left corner of the loop of your figure 8. And taking a deep breath in again. And trace the figure 8 down as you exhale, and the tracing goes underneath the right loop. Take a deep breath in, goes up the side of the right loop to the top of the right loop, and exhale as it traces down the side of your right loop, down to the bottom of the left loop. Deep breath in, it comes up the left end of the left loop, and to the top of your left loop. Okay, relax. Deep breath in and out, and we're going to do it again. So your focus is at the top of the left loop, taking a deep breath in and trace down to the bottom of your right loop, up the side of your right loop. Deep breath in to the top of the right loop, tracing down towards the left loop as you exhale, down at the bottom of the left loop, up the end of the left loop to the top of the left loop, and relax. Deep breath in and exhale. And let's do it one more time with me guiding you, then I'll let you do it by yourself. So we're taking a deep breath in, focusing at the top of the left loop and tracing down to the bottom of the right loop and up the side of the right loop, up to the top of the right loop on the inhale, beginning to exhale down the side of the left loop, down the side of the right loop, down to the bottom of the left loop. Taking a deep breath in, and you meet at the top of the left loop. Very good. Now I'm going to be quiet while you do this by yourself. And so the pattern is, you start at the top of the left loop, and when you go downward, you exhale. Whenever you go upward, you inhale. All right, go ahead. I'll be right here. Inhale on the up tracing, exhale on the downward tracing. All right, and we're going to bring it to a close in just a moment. Very good. And stop. In just a moment, I'll have you open your eyes, feeling wide awake and alert, and ready to go on to the next thing. So 1, moving your shoulders, your head, your neck, and taking a deep breath in. 2 and 3, opening your eyes, feeling wide awake and alert, ready to go on with your day. So I'm going to stay here. If you want to put any comments in the threads that you would like my response to, Christina, if there's anything you want to share, like, did you notice a shift in your energy? Did you find that you were able to coordinate the tracing with your breathing? I'll stay here because I know that there's a little bit of a delay. So anything. So you did feel a natural high. Oh, how wonderful. So, what did you notice, if anything, Christina, regarding receiving? Any images, any particular thoughts, any internal dialogue, any physical sensations, any emotions besides that beautiful natural high? Right, you just allowed it. I wandered into healing a friend's home. You probably mean I wandered into healing a friend's home, releasing the negative energy. Beautiful, beautiful. I just allowed it. Yes, exactly. Okay. All right. So if you have any further questions for me, Christina, or anyone who's going to be listening to the replay, go ahead and write it on this thread that accompanies this tip number 2. And as an announcement, we will have a tip number 3 tomorrow. However, my guidance is to go deeper with these tips and to add more tips. And so I'm going to be starting a 5-day challenge. And I'm also opening up my calendar I mentioned yesterday so that people who want to have an hour with me where we look at some of the issues of your life, particularly if you have some goals, personal and or professional, that you want to complete by the end of the year so that you feel you gave this year your very, 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 very best. And you really want to intensify your psychic intuitive abilities, your abilities to deliberately send energy like Christina did to heal something, to drain negative energy from something, and to allow yourself to intensify your connection to your spiritual powers so that you're able to really feel this command of sovereignty over your own space and over your own desires. And in this hour, the results that you will get is a message from your guidance and my guidance pertaining to your soul purpose path, whatever blocks you are in the process of healing or you are ready to heal, and strategies with which to make your next steps for both your personal mission and goals and your professional mission and goals. And so for those of you who are here now, as well as those of you who are listening to the replay, please comment on this thread if you would like me to get in touch with you and I can tell you more about this standalone hour. That'll be an acceleration, a breakthrough, an activation, an ignition type of hour. They're all recorded. It's all over the phone. And we'll go from there. Now, as far as the 5-day challenge goes, that's going to start on, I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know here. I have to tune into my guidance and get the right timing on things. But tomorrow, Friday, we are going to have our tip 3. Now, I invite you to please tell your friends who want to activate more of their sense of mission, your friends who are maybe struggling with some issues where they're kind of floundering and they think that they can handle it, but they're really wasting a lot of time and a lot of emotional collateral, so to speak, as well as people who are very determined to get optimally clear about their soul purpose, their mission, and also as a specific passion of mine is to help people use their psychic intuitive abilities and their healing energies to send unconditional love to our current government so that here in the United States, our midterm elections in November that are only a few weeks away produce new lawmakers that really are here for the thriving of our citizens and our residents, and not just the very small, already wealthy, already savvy, upper rich, I don't know how to put it, I mean, I got to call a spade the people who already have plenty of funds to live the life of their dreams, and where we are safe and we are unified and where there's harmony and where there is no religious persecution, where there is a welcoming of all skin color, of all genders, of all sexual orientation, of all industries, that there be love versus hatred, where there be unity versus divisiveness. And so those of you who are particularly interested in that for the next couple of weeks, let me know that as well. Just put something on the thread that states that you're interested in helping bring a high vibration of divine love to the United States government, to the lawmakers of the United States government, so that their higher selves are making the right decisions in transmitting guidance to their human selves. Well, your homework is to practice your figure 8 and to use it also during life events, and just notice your ability to change your pattern of thought so that you can receive guidance. And please do it while you're very busy and just notice what happens, as well as when things are calm, so that you can feel and be proud of yourself in your ability to take charge of your space no matter what is happening externally and internally, and then share your experiences on the thread here the way Christina did. All right, go out and bring your beautiful light. Your light matters, your mission matters, and I send you my love. Mwah!